everything still standing. After every fall, after every landing, on the cold floor, the worst year of the lot. After everything, still standing, still got. After everything, still here. After every winter, after every field that arrived at 3 a.m. and had no name. After everything, still standing, still the same. Man inside the chest who never left. After everything, still standing, still standing, still. After the childhood that nobody should give. After the cold house and the learning how to live without the warm and steady, without the present hand. After the early lessons that no child should understand about the conditional, about the managed warmth. After learning very young that love runs north when the winter gets too heavy for the people giving it. After all of that, still standing, still lit with the same original fire that the child had before. The house told him what love cost before the door had even opened on the world outside the family walls. After everything, the childhood drops and falls on the boy before he's ready, still standing in the man. After everything the early years did, still standing, still can. After everything, still standing. After every person who decided that the landing on my life would be the last thing I could hold. After everything, still standing. After every cold, after everything, the betrayals and the rain. After all the years of private and unspoken pain. After all of it, I'm here, I'm whole, I'm real. After everything, still standing, still the deal. Yeah. After everything, still standing, still standing. Oh. After the losses that took years to name. After the loves that ended not the same way they began. After the particular grief for the man who watches everything he built come to a reef and break apart. In the seasons of the turning, still standing by the ruin, still burning with the same fire that the ruin couldn't take. Still here in the morning, still awake. After every year that tried to be the final word, on the man who keeps on rising, on the man who keeps on hurting his own chest, in his own account. Still standing on the ground that came to count more than any other ground he stood on yet. The ground he built himself, the ground of no regret. After everything, still standing. After all the years of not understanding why the weight was always mine and never someone else's share. After everything, still standing, still there. After everything, I didn't break in the end. After every road, after every band, I arrived here carrying all of it and none of it broke me. After everything, still standing, and I'm free. After everything, still standing. After everything, still here. After everything, the only thing I have to say is that I'm still here, and it's another day. still here is the whole victory, the whole achievement, the whole me. After everything, still standing. After everything, still standing. Still standing. Still standing. After everything, yeah. Still standing. Lord, after everything, still standing. After the winter, after every cold landing, after every flaw that gave and every year of alone, after everything, still standing, still home, still home, Lord, still standing, yeah, after everything, still, 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 still standing, still. I was born for the harder road, always knew, not the one with the welcome in the easy view, not the one already paved and warm and clear. I was born for the harder road, always knew, been here. I was born for the harder road, every mile. Built the posture, built the patience, built the style of a man who doesn't need the road to be kind. I was born for the harder road, I don't mind. I was born for the harder road, that's my particular road. I was born for the harder road, every mile is mine, every mile is home. The easy road was offered in the early years, when the softness was still visible, when the face still showed the fears. I looked at what it cost to take the easy road, which was everything that made me, which was all of the load that was building into something in the years of the carrying, which was the man I was becoming in the marrying of the difficult with the daily, of the weight with the walk. I chose the harder road before I had the talk with myself that used the language I now use to describe it. Before it was a choice, before I could articulate the spirit of the choosing, I just walked the road that felt most real, the road that asked the most, the road I could feel, building something in the walking that the easy road refused. I chose the harder road and it chose me too. I was born for the harder road, that's my truth, not a body, not a road for every man. The harder road is simply the road that requires the plan of the full self, the complete self, the self that can't be borrowed, the self that has to earn it, the self that has to follow through on every promise made in the harder hours, to the version of himself that is stronger than his powers. Were in the moment that he promised, stronger than he knew. The harder road produces what the easy road withdrew, which is the actual man in his actual size, standing in his actual life, under his actual skies. Not the comfortable approximation, not the managed fit, but the full and real and present, and I chose it. I was born for the harder road. Every year of it, every cold and every loss, and every moment that I lived, the next morning from the embers of the one before. I was born for the harder road, and I want more. Not the suffering, the becoming. I was born for the harder road, the particular homing. And on the man I was designed to be through the difficulty. I was born for the harder road. That's my liberty. I was born for the harder road. Every mile is home. I was born for the harder road. I was born to walk alone, and I am home. I was born for the harder road. Harder road, harder road. I was born for the harder road. Every mile of it, every weight, every load, every cold and every year of the longer walk. I was born for the harder road. No small talk, no small talk. No small talk. No, 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 no. Born for the harder road. Every mile, 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 mile. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. Took what I gave and put it on their shelf. Things they borrowed and decided not to return. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. I still burn. I burn with the same fire that I had before they came. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. I kept my name. I gave the access long before the proof. I gave the entry long before the truth of what they were inside. It was visible to me. I gave the trust before the fee was calculated or the interest known. I gave it with both hands, and I was shown the particular lesson that open hands get filled with exactly what the person that you trusted had already planned and willed to do with what you offer before the offering was made. I learned that from the inside. I earned that with the trade. They broke my trust, not my faith in open door and helped themselves to everything I'd built and left the structure standing bare. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. I'm still there, still building, still believing in the man inside my chest. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. I kept the best. Oh, what I was before they showed me what they were. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. I prefer the harder and the cleaner and the honestly earned. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. And the faith returned. They broke my trust, not my faith, not my faith in me. Never my faith in me. I rebuilt the trust in the only place it holds, which is the private morning where the man unfolds into exactly what he is without the managed face, and ask himself the question in the honest place. So whether he is still the man he said he'd be, despite what happened to him, despite the betrayal fee. And the answer in those mornings was the same across the years, which is yes, I am still standing, which is yes, despite the fears that don't betray or planning about the nature of the trust. I extended to the people I am still not, defined by what was done to the version that was open. I am defined by whether the faith in me was broken by what they did. And the faith was never broken. The faith was never broken. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. Put everything they took from me back on my shelf and called it lost, but lost was never what it was. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. Just because they broke the trust, the faith in me grew larger. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. I'm harder and more precise and more aware of who gets in. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. Let me begin. They broke my trust, not my faith in myself. Oh, my trust, not my faith in the man who lived through everything and felt every moment of it and came out the other side. They broke my trust, not my faith, not my pride, not my pride. Lord, faith in myself, yeah. Broke my trust, kept my faith. Broke my trust, kept myself. I carry the night, every one of them, not one I handed off, not one I left to them, to carry in my place when the weight was getting real. I carry the night, every one of them, I know what they feel. I carry the night, the ones without a name, the 3 a.m. rooms, the alone, the particular shame of feeling everything and having nowhere for it to go. I carry the night, every one of them, that's all I know. I carry the night, every single one. I carry the night, every everyone. before I had the language, before I was a man, a kid already carrying the weight of rooms that had nothing to offer but their particular glooms. And silences in the code of adults who were absent, even when they were present, even when they hadn't physically departed from the house or the room. Their absence was the atmosphere, their absence was the gloom. I learned to carry that before I had the word. I learned the night was mine to hold before I'd ever heard a man say that he held it before I'd seen it done. I just held it because the holding was begun by me before the choice was something I could name. I carried the night before I knew his name. I carried the night, every cold one and every law, everyone that tried to be the final, not the one too strong. For the man who had been caring since the years before he knew, I carried the night, every one of them I carried through. I carried the night, all of them are mine, filed in the chest behind the surface and the line. I show to every morning as the man who's doing fine. I carried the night, every one of them, every time. I carried the night, all of them are mine. I carried the night, everyone, every time. The year she left, the night that arrived after the theft of everything I thought was permanent and real. That night was the longest, that night was the real full cost of the believing in the comfortable lie that the things you build with people don't eventually die or leave before the leaving makes any kind of sense. I carried that night in every subsequent version of the same night in a different year's clothes. I carried every version and not one of them knows that I carried them. Not one has been told. I carried the night until the carrying grew old. I carried the night, and the night made me what I am. Every dark and every cold and every 3 a.m. produced the man who stands here carrying still. I carried the night, every one of them I always will. I carry the night, not asking for the dawn. I carry the night, and the carry the night. Oh, I carried the night, every one of them, Lord, carried the night, yeah. Every one of them, Lord, carried the night, everyone, that everyone, yeah. Not one handed off, not one handed to them. Just a man and all his nights, and the choice to hold. I carry the night, every night, every cold, every cold, every cold, every cold, Lord. Everyone mine, mine, I never lowered myself just to be understood. Never traded who I was for the comfortable and good feeling of a room that finally nods and sees. I never lowered myself just to be understood. I kept the keys. I never lowered myself, not once, not for the crowd. Not when the belonging would have meant being less loud. And less until there was nothing left to name. I never lowered myself just to be understood. I stayed the same. I never lowered, I never shrank. I never lowered, I held my rank. They wanted me smaller, they wanted me clear, in the sense of manageable, in the sense of near, enough to the average that the room could read and file away neatly and stop having to heed the particular discomfort of a man who doesn't fit, whose presence asks a question that the room has to sit with long enough to feel something shift in the register, or what they thought was standard, or what they thought was regular. I let them feel it, I didn't file myself. I let the discomfort stay exactly where it fell. In the rooms that wanted smaller, I expanded in my chair. I never lowered myself for the comfort of the air. I never lowered myself just to be understood, not for the warm welcome, not for the brotherhood of the acceptable and fitted and the room approved. I never lowered myself just to be understood. I moved at my own size, at my own pace, at my own weight. I never lowered myself, and the rooms adjusted late to the size of the actual man that I was all along. I never lowered myself just to be understood. That's my song. I never lowered, never shrank. I've seen men spend their whole lives at it, the constant slow reducing, the managed and the fitted self into the shape the room said was acceptable. The cost of that adjustment invisible but detectable across the years, until the man who started bigger than the room has been departed from himself so gradually he doesn't notice what he lost, until he can't remember what the actual man cost. Before the shrinking started, before the managed face, before the long slow trading of himself for the embrace of rooms that were never worth the size of what they took. I never started that trade, I never even looked at what they were offering, because the offering required more of me in payment than I was ever hired to pay for any room, for any warmth or belonging. I kept myself completely, I kept the longing only for what was real, not for the comfortable fit. I never lowered myself, not one single bit. I never lowered myself just to be understood, not for the easy warmth, not for the manhood of the validated and the fitted and the seen. I never lowered myself just to be understood. I'm clean of every compromise that asked too high a price. I never lowered myself, not once, not twice. I held the full size of the man I was completely. I never lowered myself just to be understood neatly. I held my line, I held my ground. I never lowered, I held my ground. Held. I never lowered myself just to be understood, to be understood, to be understood. Lord, never lowered. broke alone. I rebuilt alone. No witness to the falling, no hand to guide me home. No ceremony in the breaking, no applause in the rise. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, open eyes. I broke alone, on a floor no one has seen, in a room that only knew me, and the space between who I was before the breaking and who I would become. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, then I was done. Breaking, done breaking, time to build. Done breaking, the floor gave out on a night with no name. Just an ordinary evening that was never the same. After it was over, after it went down, after I was sitting on the ground of my own particular bottom, my own specific low, with nobody watching, nobody to know. And in that nothing, in that particular dark, I found the only building material, the only spark that would actually hold under the full weight of the real, which was just the man himself and what he chose to feel about the ground beneath him, whether it was over, whether he had anything left to move toward. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone. Every single nail I drove was mine and mine alone. Every wall I raised came from the wreckage of the fall. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, and I gave it all. I broke alone, and the alone was clean. No one to manage, no performance to convene. Just a man and what he had when everything was stripped. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, and I gripped the only thing that held, which was the morning and the next right action and the quiet internal warning that the man who stays broken gives the breaking the last word. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, and I was heard. I rebuilt without a plan, I rebuilt without a map. I rebuilt in the margins of every gap between the version that went down and the one that had to rise. I rebuilt with the only tools available, my own two eyes. Clear enough to see the bottom, clear enough to see the work, clear enough to see the distance and to never shirk the requirement of the morning that said get up and go. I rebuilt in the silence of the 5 a.m. I know better than any public hour. The 5 a.m. is mine. I rebuilt there in the dark, and I laid every line. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, I rebuilt alone. Everything I built was harder than the stone of the previous construction that went down with the floor. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, and I built more, and I built more, and I built more than what I had before the breaking came and cleared. I broke alone, I rebuilt alone, and the building that appeared was I win in silence, always have. No trophy on the wall, no speech, no epitaph. Just the work in the man and the long road walked alone. I win in silence, always have. I come home. I win in silence, no one has to see the particular way a man earns his victory. Not loud, not announced, not handed to the room. I win in silence, always have, through every gloom. I win in silence, that's the only way I know. I win in silence, watch me go. They wanted me to shout it, raise the glass and tell the crowd. I nodded at the room and kept my counsel proud. I learned from older men who never raised the flag, who folded up the victory into the quiet drag of the next morning's work, as if the winning was just another Tuesday, was just another beginning of the next thing to be done before the previous one cooled. I learned that from the silent ones. I learned that from the school of men who never celebrated past the second that it took to close one chapter quietly and open the next book. I win in silence, always have. Not for the room, not for the photograph, just for the man inside who kept his word through every year. I win in silence, always have, and I stay here. I win in silence, that's the legacy, not the noise the crowd made, what the years made of me. Every cold season was a preparation. I win in silence, it's my only celebration. I win in silence, strongest thing I know. I win in silence, watch me go. By order of the man who never gave the speech, who kept his aim exactly where they said it was out of reach, who worked when they were watching, who worked when no one came, who worked through every winter and who worked through every blame. They placed on his ambition, they placed on his quiet drive. He just worked and kept on working. He was already inside the next version of the building, 3 floors above the floor they thought was a ceiling. He was already through the door. Watch me go. Oh, the silent victory is the deepest kind. It belongs entirely to the man and to his mind, not to the record, not to the room's account, not to anyone who wasn't there for every mount and fall and rise again in the dark before the dawn. I'll win in silence, the winning carries on. For the crowd, not for the silence, always, always here. When in silence, always watch me go. I went in silence, always had. No trophy on the wall, no speech, no epitaph. Just the work and the man, and the long road walked alone. I went in silence, always had. I come home. I went in silence, no one has to see the particular way a man earns his victory. Not loud, not announced, not handed to the room. I went in silence, always had, through every gloom. I went in silence, that's the only way I know. I went in silence, watch me go. They wanted me to shout it, raise the glass and tell the crowd. I nodded at the room and kept my counsel proud. I learned from older men who never raised the flag, who folded up the victory into the quiet drag of the next morning's work, as if the winning was just another Tuesday, was just another beginning of the next thing to be done before the previous one cooled. I learned that from the silent ones, I learned that from the school of men who never celebrated past the second that it took to close one chapter quietly and open the next book. I went in silence, always have. Not for the room, not for the photograph, just for the man inside who kept his word through every year. I went in silence, always have, and I stay here. I went in silence, that's the legacy, not the noise the crowd made, what the years made of me. Every cold season was a preparation. I went in silence, it's my only celebration. I went in silence, strongest thing I know. I went in silence, watch me go. By order of the man who never gave the speech, who kept his aim exactly where they said it was out of reach, who worked when they were watching, who worked when no one came, who worked through every winter, and who worked through every blame they placed on his ambition, they placed on his quiet drive. He just worked and kept on working. He was already inside the next version of the building, 3 floors above the floor they thought was his ceiling. He was already through the door. I went in silence, always have. No applause required, no one in my photograph, just the permanent honest proof of the years of work. I went in silence, always have, I never shirk. I went in silence, no one needs to know. I went in silence, watch me go. The silent victory is the deepest kind. It belongs entirely to the man and to his mind. Not to the record, carries on. I went in silence, always have, always have. Not for the crowd, not for the epitaph, just for the man who kept the line through every year. I went in silence, always, always. Here, 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 here. Went in silence, always. Watch me go, go. You counted me out. I counted every debt, every name, every face, every move I won't forget. I kept the ledger clean in the private of my chest. They counted me out. I counted every debt and settled best. They counted me out. I kept my counsel cold. Every wrong committed against me, bought and sold. Back at the price of my choosing and my time. They counted me out. I counted every debt, not a dime, forgiving that wasn't earned. Not a single page of the ledger that I hadn't memorized and learned by heart. There is a kind of man who settles old accounts, not with fire, not with fury, not invisible amounts of retaliation that the audience can see, but in the patient long accumulation of the fee. He charges quietly in the currency of time, every debt acknowledged, every debt in line for the return that comes, not when the debtor's watching, not when the room expects it, but in the quiet, in the crossing of the line they thought was far enough away to rest on. I kept the ledger, and the ledger was the lesson. They counted me out. I counted every day, every room that didn't want me, every closed set of doors that thought themselves the final word on me. They counted me out. I counted every day, and I am free to collect in my own timing, at my own appointed hour. They counted me out. I counted every day, and the counting was the power. The power was never in the vengeance, never in the scene. The power was in the knowing what the ledger had between its covers that nobody saw but me, and what I owed to no one in the world, and what was owed along the road. By order of the man who watched from the corner while they wrote him off and moved on, he was the quiet recorder of everything they said about the limit of his ceiling. He kept it in the ledger with a very particular feeling, not of anger, not of bitterness, but of the precise accounting of the man who knows the interest rate on debts that keep on mounting. While the debtor thinks it's settled, while the debtor sleeps at ease, he knows the compound interest, and he waits with practiced peace for the morning when the payment is mine. Lord, the timing is mine, is mine, Lord, every day. Yeah, counting me out. I count it every day. Said, Lord, yeah. I walk in, and the room already knows before a word is spoken, before the moment shows. Something shifts in the air, something changes in the weight. I walk in, and the room already knows that I don't wait. I walk in, and the conversation drops, not from fear, but from the particular kind of full stop that a certain kind of man places in a room by arriving. I walk in, and the room already knows I've been surviving every winter, every fire, every hard year on the bone. I walk in, and the room already knows I never walk alone, in the sense that everything I've been through walks in with me. I walk in, and the room already knows, and the room lets me be. They used to look right through me in the early rooms I entered, when the coat was cheaper, when the purpose wasn't centered in the particular way that the years eventually center it, when the softness is still visible before the fire has entered it. I remember those rooms, the ones that didn't register, the ones that kept their warmth on the wrong side of the register, for the man I was becoming, who hadn't yet become it visibly, but was becoming it in private, in the work done indivisibly. From the man I said I'd be in the morning of every year, now I walk into the room, and the room knows I'm here. I walk in, and the room already knows, the way a cold wind knows before it blows through the door. It's already decided to enter. I walk in, and the room already knows I'm the center, not of the attention, of the gravity. I walk in, and the room already knows the caveat, that the quiet man at the table is the one with the plan. I walk in, and the room already knows I am that man. The coat walks in before me, the way a reputation does, when the years have built enough of it to arrive ahead, because the people in the room felt it through the network of every room before this, where the same man did the same work of arriving and of taking only what was actually his, and leaving everything untouched that wasn't part of his business. They know the nature of the man who takes only what's owed, who arrives with full intention, and who leaves a settled road behind him when he exits. Not a thread of unfinished, not a loose end in the building, not a promise that diminished into less than what was given. He arrives, he takes his seat, he closes what is open, and he makes the legend neat. I walk in, and the room already knows this isn't arrogance, it's what discipline shows. shows after years of being exactly what you said. I walk in and the room already knows what I've led. Every year with the same intention and the same delivery of the promise made in private. I walk in and the room already knows my name, not from the announcement, but from the quiet accumulation of the kept word through every season. I walk in and the room already knows the reason. I walk in and the room already knows. Lord, walk in before a word, before a move, before the door fully shows. The man behind it, the room already feels the shift. I walk in and the room already knows the gift of the man who always delivers, the right of the man who never promised what he couldn't create. I walk in, room already knows. I walk in, room goes quiet, goes quiet. Lord already knows the reason. Built from nothing, told nobody. No announcement and no partner, and no somebody to witness the beginning and the years of the making. Built from nothing, told nobody, the only deal I'm taking. Built from nothing, told nobody the plan. Just a man and the work in the particular hand he was dealt and chose to play without complaint. Built from nothing, told nobody, no patron, no saint, no borrowed credibility, no handed over stars. Built from nothing, told nobody, built it from the heart. I started in a room that had nothing in it but me and the particular idea of what the man could be. If he worked it, if he held it, if he showed up before the sun and stayed until the job was done, and then came back tomorrow with the same exact intention and held it through the seasons with the same exact attention. He gave to it the first morning, he gave to it the last, not because the inspiration held, but because the past had taught him that the inspiration isn't the building material. The building material is the showing up, the daily and the serial repetition of the work until the work compounds into something no one can dismiss, into something that astounds. The room that wasn't watching while it was being made. Built from nothing, told nobody, not afraid. Built from nothing, told nobody, no validation and no cheerleader beside me, no committee and no blessing from the established and the name. Built from nothing, told nobody, and I claimed everything I built with both my hands. Built from nothing, told nobody the plan. Just the morning and the work and the slow compounding. Yeah, built from nothing, told nobody, and the proof is here. By order of the man who had no order to start from, who drew the map himself from a position at the dark. Into the available, the end where nothing's given, the end where every inch is earned, the end where men are driven, not by comfort or by safety, Where's nothing but desire and discipline in the morning and the cold and the long road. He walked it without a guide, he walked it with his load. And what arrived at the end of every long and private year was more than what was promised, because nothing was promised here. He promised only to himself in the rooms where no one saw. He promised to the work itself, and the work became the law. Built from nothing, told nobody the cost. Every year of private building, every night of private loss, every morning that demanded more than he had to give. Built from nothing, told nobody. That's how you live a life that's actually yours, not borrowed, not inherited, not granted from above. Built from nothing, told nobody. Built from blood and the mornings and the patience and the keeping of the word. Built from nothing, told nobody. And now I'm hurt, not by a note, saying not by the performance of the maid. Built from nothing, told nobody. Yeah, and the maid thing doesn't fade. Built from nothing, told nobody. Told nobody. Told nobody. Lord, built from nothing. Yeah, no witness and no partner and no somebody, just the man and the work and the long compounding road. Built from nothing, told nobody. And I hope no one, nothing, no one, and nothing, told nobody. Built it all, built it all, built it all. Lord, from nothing, built it all, built it all. Lord, built it.